Health. I don't know who this woman is, but anyway, she's going to say something as well. Who are you?
Don't know.
Don't know. She's Asma Begum, Deputy Mayor.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
So can you please tell us the situation of the coronavirus?
You're recording now, yeah?
Yes. Action.
Okay. So Mayor John Biggs here, and we wanted to put out a message about the coronavirus. We know there's a lot of fear and anxiety across the community about the virus. And as the Mayor of Tower Hamlets, working with my colleagues, I have our Director for Public Health here, and Deputy Mayor, one of my Deputy Mayors is here as well to talk to you. We want to reassure people that we're doing everything we can to keep people safe in our community. There's some really basic advice about how we should behave towards each other to make the impact of this as small as we possibly can, because it is a dangerous virus, although most of us will come out of the other side of it having had a small period of illness, and we'll be fine again. We need to look in particular after people who are vulnerable in our community. So there are older people or people with an illness, and we need to be very careful and look after people who might have a more serious reaction to the virus. And if we take the advice we're given, which is very simple advice, it's about not gathering in big groups with people, it's about washing and basic hygiene, and it's about self-isolation for people who might have the illness themselves. They're the three basic things, I think. Then that will minimise the impact on our community. And if we don't do those things, then the impact could be quite severe for us. So we need to be very careful about that. We also need to be very careful we don't take rumours, because there'll be a lot of speculation and worry in the community. People will be telling each other things they might have heard at the bus stop or down at the shops. And we need to listen to the advice of the Prime Minister and others who we get through the TV and through the media. We need to listen to knowledgeable people and not get into a panic. We need to worry about things like panic buying as well. So if there are older people who cannot get out to the shops, we need to make sure we support them and that we don't get carried away with fear and neglect people who need to be looked after by us, because we're a very strong community when we work together. Shall I pass you over to Dr. Banerjee, who will tell you a bit from a public health point of view, or do you want to do all that all over again?
No, that's fine. I think
it was quite lengthy.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's one of your top priorities.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You covered.
Great, thank you. So the most important thing that I wanted to say was that actually for most people, it's quite a reassuring message, which is that for most people, this will be a mild condition, a little bit like flu or a bad cold, and most people will recover after 7 to 14 days. However, for a minority who have existing poor health, this can be a really significant health problem. So that's the first thing I'd want to say. The second thing is the best way that you can protect yourself and protect other people is basic hygiene, washing your hands as frequently as possible, covering your mouth when you sneeze, and keeping a distance from people who are affected. The third thing that I'd want to say is that, and this is all on the Tower Hamlets website and on national websites, which is that if you have a cough, a new cough, and a high temperature, the advice is to isolate yourself, i.e. stay at home for 7 days. And that's, sorry, is that enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you need to add anything?
Do you want me to say a little bit of Bangla?
Yeah.
John in Bangla. What John has said, I'll say a bit of it in Bangla, which I think
No problem.
needs to be, which is quite important for our community. So, Amra Zani, Amra community anxious, Tara Ekto distress, upset. Amra councillor Mazay John Biggs, Sari councillor Mazay Tola Gamra number one priority. Make sure Hortam the Amra vulnerable residents Zara 70 and over, Tara underlining issues such as diabetes, medical issues that are ten ase. Amra Sairam Tara re Ekto support Hortam. Amra Zani media Mazay WhatsApp or maze or new media maze both kisu fake news আর একটু মানুষের attention দিছে যাতে তারা bulk buy করা so আপনি জানেন যে Sainsbury's Tesco's দেশখানে গেলে আপনি দেখবা এখানে মাঝে মানুষে ক্লিয়ার করে দিছেন সব কিছু so আমরা রিঅ্যাসিওর করতাম চাই that you know এটা এখন খুব মাঝে আমরা import export আছে or এখানে কোনো কিছু স্টপ হইছে না সো বাল্ক বাইং এটা একটু এখন করতে খোরা লাগতো নাই আমরা মোস্ট vulnerable যারা 70 প্লাস তারা আমরা লুক আফটার করতাম হইব আমরা কমিউনিটি আমরা একলগে আইছি আমরা জানি আমরা সবরে সাপোর্ট করলাম আমরা টাওয়া হামনার মাঝে আমরা ভেরি গুড আছি এটার মাঝে আমরা অলরেডি অ্যাক্টিভেট করছি এটা ক্যান্সেলে সাপোর্ট করা কমিউনিটি যখলতে যারা দলইতা সাইরা তারা সাইরা দেন হেল্প করতাম আমরা মোস্ট vulnerable and আমরা এটা এনকারেজ করলাম সাপোর্ট করলাম তারারে বাট আমরা কি মেসেজ হইল গিয়ে এখানের মাঝে that আমরা পাবলিক হেলথে কিতা হইছেন আমরা কিতা করা লাগে জনে হইছেন এখন আমরা ডাইরেক্টর হইও এখন হইছেন এখান তার আমরা আত্মা লাগবো আমরা যদি নয় একটা কফ আইছে নাইনে নয় একটা টেম্পারেচার আইছে আমরা গড়ে থাকতাম হইব সকলে কাছে হইরা থাকতাম হইব 7 দিন থেকে নাইলে 14 দিন পর্যন্ত যাতে আমরা স্প্রেড করি না এটা যাতে আর হেয়ার টাইম ই বেমারটা হাসরে না সো কত আমরা এটা করতাম পারি আমরা কন্টেইন করতাম পারমু
So most of the, first I'll ask a question, most of the people in our community, they do not have a clear understanding of what is the 14 days quarantine about.
Okay. So what do you mean by that? So staying indoors?
If stay in home, so তারা তো ঘর থেকে তারা স্প্রেড করে আদার রুমে যায় মানে they are not
okay. Quarantine it doesn't mean that. Okay, so
it might make better sense about